everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Liam, and today we are going to be talking about my top favorite unique fursuits. Now, I'm a big enthusiast about different species, the different colors of suits, and just how people bring them to life. I love seeing the art styles of all these different makers. Now, I'm going to be talking about a couple of fursuits that I find unique because of their species, their colors, and the way that the artist has brought them to life. So style-wise, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I consider myself a unique species or a unique fursuit, just because I have an uncommon head shape and my suit style is translated more to my art style, the way that I draw. But this video is not about me. We are going to be talking about some amazing fursuits that I've really liked over the past couple of years. So to start off, we are going to start with Distinguished Duck and their recent fursuit, or should I say fish suit, of a goldfish. Now, the reason why I love this suit so much is just because, one, it's a fish. You don't see a lot of those in the fandom. And I love the way that they took on this challenge of making a fish. First off, the suit head is, I guess, encased in a fish bowl, and I just love that. Okay, so I have I guess the video here, a picture, so I can talk based off of that. But looking at this, I just love, again, the fish bowl around the head. I feel like vision-wise, that must be a little difficult to see, but it's still really cool. And then we have, I guess, the water backpack. That's just so cool, because how is a fish gonna breathe air? It can't. So they made a water backpack. I just love that prop so much. And then we have the tail. I love goldfish tails, just the big floppy. It's cute. Overall, it's a really cute suit. And it's just really cool. The style and everything. And I even think for this project, it was an art project for their class, I want to say. So they just made their character into a suit for this project. Wow, that's so creative. I really hope they got like extra points on that, because that's a lot of time and effort to put into an art project like that. Okay, so our next suit that is on the list is made by Kigurumi Kagetsu. Now, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, so correct me if I'm wrong. I tried my best, but this is another suit that's a fish. I really love fish suits, and this one really catched my eye just because it's a salmon, and I love salmon as a fish so much. They're just such cool looking fish. So to see this one made into a suit is so cool. So here is the salmon suit made by Kigurumi. Now, where do I even begin? This suit just has such a nice shape. For me, I love how pointy it is, and I like that they made the fins, I guess, kind of wiggly. And also I love the webbed paws so much. Even on the feet, it just looks very cool, and it fits the style well. It brings the whole suit together. Along with the tail, I just love how big and wavy it is. I wonder if it like has a lot of wiggliness to it when you shimmy. And I just feel like taking all those elements, mashing them into the suit, it brings it all together nicely. And I really like that they made the salmon beak very defined. I don't know if it's a beak. Do fish have beaks? Nah. But the salmon beak just looks very nice and defined on the suit head, and it just goes well with the colors. The colors of the suit, I love green and those red colors on a salmon, and seeing it put into a suit just looks really appealing and nice. It just, all together, it's really cool that they were able to take this fish and make it into a suit. And I feel like making fish into fursuits is a little bit difficult just because fish don't have fur. And the way that they made the fur look, I wouldn't say scaly, but just the way that the colors look, make it look fishy in a way. Now, our next suit is also made by the same maker, and again, it's another fish suit. Well, this one's a shark this time. But I promise you, there's other suits to come of different species. We're just getting the fish out of the way. So this next suit is a yellow shark that they made. Now, I feel like this one has a little less of those aquatic features, but it still looks really cool. For instance, like the patterns of the shark, I want to say it kind of looks like a tiger shark. So I just love how the patterns look on the body. And I also really like how the fins on the stomach stick out, and then how it has the extra fins on the arms and on the tail. It just looks really nice. And I like the head shape because it has a little bit of that shark feature to it. Overall, it's just a really nice looking suit, especially for a shark. I love seeing these aquatic animals being turned into suits. It's so cool, and it's mind-blowing how these creators do it. Okay, enough about fish. Let's get into something more otherworldly. We're going to be talking about Felix Fur's exotics fursuit Frank. Now, their character is just so unique. I love the big paws so much, and the big feet. It just adds more character to the character. I feel like though, with such big paws and feet, the mobility must be a little bit hard. Along with trying to pick stuff up and using your hands, I feel like that must be difficult. But it adds more uniqueness to this character. I also really like that it has one big eye in the middle of their suit. I also feel like that adds a lot more vision to a suit and allows for them to see more, which I'm a little jealous of, but it's always nice to have more vision and more ventilation. Now, I also really like the color combinations for this character. I love seeing the purples. It's a lot of purple, and I really enjoy that, especially since it's a really soft purple and it goes well with the character. I also like the antennas. They feel like they go boing boing boing. It's really cool. It just adds more motion to a fursuit head. I just feel like you look at the head and you go, I want to grab the antennas, and shake them around. But we always ask for permission first before we do stuff like that. Just a heads up. And I also like the big smile. It's just really cool. It adds more features to the fursuit. Okay, so for our last couple of suits, we're going to be talking about the Screech species. Now, I love this species as a whole. I just think they're so cute and creative, especially since they look like an alien and a cat mashed together, and they make these cool little round creatures. Now, the species as themselves are cool to see, but watching people turn them into suits and seeing those suits, it's just so cool and amazing. I just love how, for the visibility, you're basically seeing out of the mouth. Or I know some makers have found a way to match the mesh for the eyes to the color of the fur, which that's also a really cool technique. I love how some of these have big all whiskers, and I love the big ears. I'm a fan of big ears myself, and I just love the big mouths. I like how expressive they are, and I like how they show all the big teeth. Now those are really cool to see. And I know that the suit doesn't have eyes, but just being able to put patterns onto the face of the suit, like where the eyes would be, is really cool, because you could do a lot with that. Okay, now looking at some of these suits, I definitely like a lot of like the darker shades when it comes to the color coordinations. I like that some people do like the blacks and reds together, or the black and browns. I love seeing those colors combined together. And of course we have a lot of more bright and poppy colors, which also look really cool themselves, and it also creates another unique character. And I just feel like some of the themes of them are chef's kiss, just so cool. And it really creates a style when it comes to the fursuiter themselves and representing themselves through the character. Now, it's just really cool to see. I love this species, and I hope that maybe one day I can own a Screech suit of my own, and I can make a Screech character of my own. Okay, well those were just a few of my top favorite unique fursuits and some of their makers. Now if you find any of these interesting, feel free to check them out on their social medias. I'll definitely leave them down in the description below. But thanks again for tuning in and watching my video, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to comment down your thoughts and ideas on these different fursuits, and of course feel free to like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.